YouTube, what the crap's going on? Heir of Carthage here, back on Total War Attila in the legendary West Rome campaign, where once again we're going to have to defend Tingis. So go ahead and fight this. Some of you may be asking why I'm defending it when I don't intend to hold it. It's because I learned a painful lesson with the Maurians, which was do not just give the AI anything too easy, even in lands that I do not want to keep, because the AI is very single-minded on Attila. It always has been. It's been patched to be a little bit better, but it will relentlessly attack the player while ignoring everything else. And that is certainly the case in this campaign. Oops, accidentally clicked out of the game. So let me get back in. There we go. I mean, that's a pretty interesting spot to put the barricade, because it means the enemies have to come from back here, but then they could still get into that. Whereas if we barricade here, that'll effectively keep the AI from using that entrance. Or we could barricade this and leave this very cramped entrance, which actually that's probably smarter. Let's pick that back up, put that there, and we've got a pretty good number of Legio here, and we've got a decent number of spears as well. We're going to need to plug the gaps with spears to stop any cavalry getting in. So I'm going to put these Comitatense spears there. And then we're going to have to do something similar right here. So I'll put that there. But then I'm going to go ahead and put... You can't actually garrison men on these walls. Let's see. So I've got those guys there. Really just want them to be able to fire their Plumbata darts there. Let's think where the AI is going to be coming from. So they're going to come... Well, let's just kind of watch where they come from and try and position our guys in such a way that we can maximize the damage. They've got nothing but cavalry over here, and once it passes me, I should be free to go after their skirmishers. So it'd be pretty standard operating procedure there. We've kind of learned this as we go through. This looks like the place to land my ships. We will need these guys for support. Just straight ahead, please. Or not. Just spin in circles. Whatever you feel like doing really doesn't matter. Okay, the weaker towers mod has been turned off. Did that because it was too much nerf. The towers are very strong, and I was okay with giving a little bit of a nerf to the towers. Ooh, those camel warriors. I'm going to have to run away from them if they get near my scout equites. Okay. This way is barricaded. Got those guys coming on. So the tower ought to do some damage for me. It won't be great, but, I mean, it'll do some damage in a couple of spots where I have them. Most of my towers are gone, though. Let's make sure I don't get spotted here. We did not. Okay, oh crap, yeah, we're... Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, yeah, we're good. Let's put these guys up here and let them throw their Plumbata down into the enemy units. Let's take these guys off, fire at will, choose our targets. Oh, please get up here. Crap. Run. Run, you fools. I've got my guys ready to drop the javelins, and I'll get some flaming arrows ready for these camels as well. This is going to be very close as far as me getting my guys back safely, because I was late on the order. We did some pretty good damage to those desert tribesmen. Yep, and my guys right here will get them straight in the back with the Plumbata darts. Should be pretty damaging. That's going to be bad. But those are just desert raiders, fortunately. But okay, I'm going to help re-engage there. Getting really nice Plumbata throws here, which will help. So guys, we're weakened. Here comes their ships. Let's see. Where's my Marines? Yeah, no fire at will, please. Okay. Let's hit these guys with some flaming right here. Get rid of them quicker. Actually, get this Jav Cav because it's going to be trying to throw javelins. And then we'll target the general. We've thrown most of our darts from the walls here, but not quite all of them, so let's let our guys finish that. Getting some flaming shot in here.
The enemy is breaking down one of our barricades.
Oh, they are breaking down a barricade. Yeah, that would be a problem. Let's get over here to stop that. Let's pull these guys off the walls where the hurlers can't hit them as effectively. The hurlers are going to run out of ammo quick because they're just naval hurlers. There's some hurlers back here with quite a bit of ammo. I'm going to come try and attack them. We're not doing a lot of damage to these units. Let's try and fire right here. Let's throw this unit over here too to kind of help out. Sometimes the enemy attacks your barricades, sometimes they do not. I can't say that I fully understand it. Let's go there, fire at will. Let's get position barricades down. At least I noticed it this time, which there's been times when I have not. Okay, cavalry, get these hurlers. Should get a jav toss here. Go ahead and throw your javelins. No, these guys are going to go try and protect the hurlers.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle.
My general is struggling here. I don't want him to die, so I'm going to try and pull him out. Let's just get in to help there. I'm going to keep firing flaming shot towards the enemy general. We can get away with our scout equites here. Let's swing around and look for more targets of opportunity. It's not doing a ton, but I just want to keep hitting that desert chieftain. Keep my general alive here would be preferable. Let's just smash these desert. Let's go ahead and smash the desert tribesmen. That way we can get them off the battlefield. This unit over there is dying because it's now singled out, but the enemy general is slowly but surely taking damage from my flaming arrows. Got a good charge on the tribesmen. They should be gone. There are desert raiders and camel warriors headed my direction, though, so we need to leave. I do not wish to fight them. Come on, just get away with the equites. Let's move these guys up to where they can get a plumbata toss while that enemy cavalry comes through.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
We are definitely still struggling over here. Let's get the general into Testudo just in case he comes under fire. These guys are almost out of ammo. Let's get around here and try and get a rear charge on these guys and free this up. We're only going to hold out so long over here against these troops. Should be able to get a jab toss here. Come on. Come on. Get over here.
A unit is running from the enemy.
Didn't really get a full javelin toss there like I wanted. Get away, for crap's sake. How many times are you going to ignore my orders? Let's go. That unit is going to get damaged pretty badly. About to get charged by camel warriors, though, and that's not good. Those guys are going to wreck all over my Marines. I'm going to go off fire at will so my men will brace. Bracing will not do much against a camel unit like that. My general is in Testudo, but remains under fire and still being killed. But the enemy archers are they're out of ammo now. So I think this rear charge here should be decisive. Those units were starting to waver already. Let's jump into the camel warriors. They did not actually do very well on the charge versus my Marines. Maybe they didn't get a good charge. Okay. We've chewed up those units in a rear charge. Let's pull back around. Get out of there as quick as we can. Some of those units may come back from routing, but due to the slow pathfinding, it's going to take me a while. We really need help over here. In fact, let's get these units headed that way. And let's get this unit headed over here as well. Let's leave one scout equite to shatter those units because they could come back and be dangerous. And let's get the others in here and start wiping out these archers before they cause more problems. I'm going to pour reinforcements in. Okay, shatter that unit, please. That unit's actually routing into my men, so it'll probably shatter on its own. Go ahead and get over here. Okay, that archer unit got hit. They're going to just turn around and fire point blank at me, though. And it'll be somewhat successful. They're willing to kill their own guys here, and that's actually going to work in their favor quite well. Get off the battlefield already, you crappy desert bowmen. The enemy general's wavering, too. Okay, attack the archers.
The enemy have rallied their units. God, give us strength.
Just get the archers to quit firing. We can't let them get any more kills. Kill the enemy general, and this should be over. The enemy general's routing right here. It's a desert chieftain unit. So yeah, if the desert chieftain dies, then this battle's over. Kill him. Kill him. I insist that you kill the desert chieftain. Like, I mean, I insist. Desert chieftain's still alive. Down to 6 men. Which is causing the units to not want to break, and the unit has split up. Some of them are down here, some of them are up top, so the AI is getting an extremely advantageous position here. I'll be able to hold out up here long enough. I'm going to keep chasing the desert chieftain, because I think as soon as the chieftain dies... Ah, crap. They had a regrouped cavalry come after me over here. And it'll probably successfully kill my archers. Let's go, precision shot. Flaming. Hit them. Okay, the desert chieftain should be about to die. It's down to 4 men, still hasn't died. Look at that, 24 men hit with flaming volleys, attacked by spears, already regrouped once. Okay, the desert chieftain unit is down to 2 men, still has not died. It's now over here. So their general routed in like the opposite direction of the rest of the unit. This is a big sack of crap. Fortunately, my men are lasting okay at the moment. Okay, got these bows back. Save your ammo. We got rid of that other cavalry. Looks like their guys are pretty much gone, but I want to kill that desert chieftain badly at this point. I don't want him getting away. Guard mode would be so useful in this type of setting. They're going to bring it in Warhammer, which is great, but there's no reason that guard mode shouldn't be patched back into this game and Rome 2, or for that matter, have been there to begin with. So, pretty irritated about that. Are we finally going to kill the general here? Okay, he was one of the last 2 men alive and happened to route away from where my cavalry was attacking them. I would say that that is not a coincidence. I'm going to run down their units here. What few units they have remaining. Just to make sure they don't come back a turn later. Okay, my guys aren't pursuing like they should be. This is good. Desert Levy, not worried about them. Legionary defectors. Hurlers. Yeah, naval hurlers aren't a big concern. Look at this sweet pathfinding here for the routing units, and my units keep losing their attack order too. Just kill them already. That pathfinding. Well, I don't know how many kills I'm getting or not getting here because of this jacked up pathfinding, so I'm just going to go ahead and end this because I don't feel like wasting any more time here. That's irritating. But it was a pretty decisive defeat. We'll take on warriors so that our guys can replenish faster because no doubt they'll be back very soon. The AI can't recover from such, but because of this indecisive combat here, these factions will continue to try and go after this province that doesn't matter to me while I more fully secure the ones that do matter to me. So that's why I'm playing these, and that's why it's so important. Now, if we just get attacked again, I mean, it'll pretty much just be over. Not much we're going to be able to do about that. And if they go up after me with navies and stuff, that'll also be a problem. I don't have much way to defend myself against their navies at the moment. The Maurians were in Liguria. I do have enough units to defend against them at the moment. But, I mean, there was a lot of them. And if they have other stacks waiting behind them, it could get very, very tricky. So, not worried about Londinium. Not worried about Tripolitania. Yeah, not worried about any of those. Public order is poor but improving all across Iberia, so this is great news. Finally getting better, and that's what we need. Income is stable, despite us recruiting new troops. Marcomanns are still standing up here in the pass in a fortified stance. This should just give me time to continue to get more units here. There are some mercenary units. The upkeep on some of these isn't that bad. Germanic hurlers, Germanic mounted warband is a decent unit. The brigands I'm not as concerned with, but I will take whatever cavalry I can get at the moment. Let's go ahead and hire these guys. The hurlers I'm not super concerned about either. It could be potentially useful, but let's focus on getting more standard units. I'm gonna get one more levies Amatura. Those guys got a lot of kills for me in one battle, so this army will be pretty decent. One more turn and we'll have 8 Protectores Domestici in this army, which is pretty good. And let's get a couple more levies Amatura, and then I need some more cavalry. I can't recruit cavalry, but over here, I think. Yeah, that's where we have the cavalry corral. Oh, so since we have the cavalry corral, do I want the mercenary Germanic warband, or do I just want more of these equites that have the 1390 damage javelins? Because all these are light cavalry. Let's disband that unit, and then we'll just let's wait on one legio, and then let's go ahead and start recruiting one more of these equites. And these guys down here, what can we we can only recruit the Comitatenses spears. We'll go ahead and get one more of them. And let's go ahead and tear down this church the rest of the way, so that we can try and get converted to Greco-Roman paganism as quickly as we can. So I really can't afford to have any more of that public order penalty. Local industry here. Since this is fertile, I'd kind of almost rather just build something there with food, like the sheep flock, because we get a lot of money off that and some food. So let's do that instead. And then down here we've got the fruit orchard. So that one's more resources. Actually gives us public order, and this one gives us more food but less public order. Public order is fairly stable. Food is probably pretty stable here too. It is. So let's go with the one that just gives the public order boost. Of course, we do have a squalor issue here already as well. We need to deal with that squalor, but until we get enough growth, we won't be able to. It's going to be 5 growth there or 4 over here. So, and growth is going to be hurting because of the squalor, I think. These are pretty big public order bonuses coming from these. Auditorium, Governor's House. If we upgraded to this amphitheater, that would be 7 up to 15, so that's plus 8. And then tear down the Governor's House to try and put in the sanitation facility. I think it will work out in the end. This does give us extra wealth from all buildings in the province, which is nice, and I'd like to rebuild it eventually, but I kind of want the sanitation. Well, I mean, we're not dying without it right now, so let's just forget it. I'm honestly not real good at this kind of stuff, like determining which buildings and all that other kind of I mean, I can do it, but it's not like my high point per se. We can go ahead and put a sanitation building there when this one comes through. That statue is given, you know, decent bonuses. Let's take a look at what we need to build in Iberia before I spend anything here, and let's take a look at North Africa as well. So we can upgrade this aqueduct. We don't really need to right now, though, because we're in solid sanitation position. This jetty. We can do the fishing jetties, which will generate some wealth. We can now handle the public order penalties and squalor okay. Okay, not great, but yeah, we can handle it okay. Considering whether or not I want to do that or not, though. Let's get more levies. And I want 3 more cavalry units. So let's do that, and then we'll get more cavalry units on the next turn, too. I just want to make sure we have big armies. Big enough that if I'm in a garrison, we are going to be dangerous for the AI to face. We definitely need to be able to give them grief every opportunity possible. So let's see what we can do in this province. Not a ton at the moment. I mean, we could upgrade some of this stuff. It's going to use more food. We have enough food at the moment. Public order does just extra sanitation. I think we were going to try and build a military... How are we at for food? We're really good on food in this province. Really good. So let's build the sheep flock here, because we can get a lot of extra wealth off of it. It's less food, but plenty of wealth. So let's do that. In the fertile provinces, at least, the sheep flock is worth quite a bit of money. And I do need the military building probably here. So let's at least get a rally field going. And then we need more growth before we can do anything else. So yeah, should be good. Should be good. Just kind of have to play this one out and see how it goes. So this one gives huge sanitation boosts, but only 3 public order even at the highest level. We get growth, sanitation, with 0 public order off this one though. But the growth, man, that is nice. The growth is very nice. Once my public order is stronger, we could probably do that. Public order is pretty strong here right now. Is this province fertility is plentiful, which is pretty nice. And we're good on public order. I might just build the one that boosts growth so that we can build up that province faster at Baetica. We are positive and careless in terms of improving public order. We've still got a little bit of cash left. And we are good on food in this province as well. And we even have this salt works down here as well. Let's go ahead and upgrade the town center there. Okay, Ravenna. We've got this infantry grounds. We're about to be able to train Sagittari and Fundatores. Let me remind myself what we get down each of these lines. So in terms of cavalry corral, we need this one, the cavalry stables, to unlock Contari, Equites Dalmatae, and Equites Prima Gallia. And then the last one helps us unlock Scoli Palatinate, which would be very helpful. And here's where we can get some Ballistari. This would also be a very useful military tech to get to. So right here, oh yeah, this is going to be a very important tech. Right now we're 2 turns from this, getting the Armigieri Defensores, which will be very nice. And then we need to definitely invest in getting to the Imperial Transport Service, because that is going to allow us to make some much better units. And then eventually we can get to the Comes General. I need to do research down here too, but just really got to focus on this military research at the moment, because it is so crucial to our survival to have units that are capable of fighting off these deadly, deadly AI stacks. I'm going to just rush as fast as I can over here to get a 3rd army in Italy. Actually, we'll have 4 armies in Italy, which I think is appropriate. I only have 2 in Iberia, but I will try and raise another as time permits, time and money. So, but I mean, I definitely need to have Italy defended. And I'm feeling fairly confident that we will have a decent defense for Africa. But I mean, like, for instance, the what is this faction here? The Gaetulians. I think they just have this one province. Yeah, they just have like the one province. So we could come down here and like subjugate these guys if they leave it unguarded. You know, we can try and sneak down and subjugate them, and we'll start doing that kind of thing. So, same thing over here with, you know, like Macedon. If they are a one settlement faction, we can try and do the same thing to them and just start to get some client states and other stuff that will just really help us out. Let's go ahead and end the turn and see what happens on another long turn end. Feel like we're making progress, but I don't want to get too optimistic. There are a lot of enemies. A lot of enemies. And they will want a piece of me. Franks want to end their trade agreement. Okay, I don't know how much that was worth, but unfortunate. We'll find out whenever the next turn end goes through. We'd probably lose it soon enough anyway when we lose the British Isles. The Jutes are sailing down towards Bertigala and others. Sassanid Empire, and look at the, I think it's the Tanukids there right outside of Antioch. The East Romans are getting absolutely crapped on by all their enemies. They have not put up much of a fight. Yeah, we'll see what the Gaetulian armies like they are. I'm going to be curious to see if we can make a run on their settlement and try and subjugate them. And that would give me a buffer state and a forced ally, basically, which would be very helpful. These rebels are going to move on out, these African rebels. Gaul, the rebels hold several provinces. Again, I'm not worried about fighting off all these rebels. I'm more concerned. More effective when the enemy has missile superiority. They have an onager, so let's try that and see what happens. No, still lets them win, even though it was actually slightly in my favor. So Octaduron, not going to fight this one either. No real need at the moment. Can't wait to go on the offensive and start to get some revenge for all this stuff. So Tripolitania is blockaded. Natural causes. Consumption at Londinium, not worried. Rebellion imminent at Britannia Superior. Belgica, Tripolitania. Drunk on watch. Give him a good flogging, as I usually do. Let's check it out. So we're starting to definitely gain some status here with this guy. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I meant to go in there anyway. And see if these guys qualify for any of these positions. They do. Military count. Recruitment cost -2. Replenishment +3 for commanded force. Hey, that doesn't hurt. We'll take it. Any of these guys capable of... Any generals in here? Yeah, we got generals. Let's put some of them into these positions. And it looks like... Don't have much going by way of power or influence. We'll kind of let my general, he's working as a governor in one of the provinces, so he's going to gain quite a bit of influence. Just have this army hold up in Genua. We've got our extra forces here, so the Ostrogoths are near. But we've got, like I said, we've got our extra forces here. Let's check on mercenaries. Ooh, there's a mercenary Ballistari. And there's one mercenary Germanic mounted warband. I'm going to take both at the moment. There we go, and we'll still go after that Levies Amaturate. So we'll have a very strong army, and we can basically just keep things blockaded. You can't get around me right here. They can come through this pass, and they'll take attrition, but I'll have another army waiting back here, and then I'll use this army to block this side. So with the 4 armies, we should be able to block. And as long as we can start building from there, you can see our income is down a little, which is unfortunate. We have room to build, though, and we're not broke. A lot of different trade agreements that I wish we could get.
Are you brave or foolish, or just mad? Well,
Nope. I don't think a lot of these folks are going to be interested in trade agreements, unfortunately. And some of the people who don't hate me, I can't trade with. The Swabians are trading with me, though, which is nice.
I look forward to your wisdom.
Who are they
But
at war
I
with?
trust you will not object to a cup of wine.
They're at war with the
first.
Jutes and Illyria. They're allied with the Alamans. Am I at war with the Alamans? I don't think so. They're not interested in a military alliance. What about a non-aggression pact? Nope. They're just not interested in anything right now. I saw some Jutes near Iberia. Are they on a fleet? Yeah. Okay, not worried about them then. Okay. Got down here. Where was it I was building here? Yeah, okay, so the military building's almost complete there. Public order is good. It's improving rapidly. And all these provinces, we need to upgrade to the... is our food? Food is positive here. We need to upgrade to the amphitheater. Wow, that is 1,000 wealth from culture if we get the theater. Plus a small increase in public order. That's a huge increase in wealth, which we really need, actually. And we get extra paganism influence, which we kind of need right now, too. Let's do that. That will certainly help. Let's see what we got out here on Palma. If we could build up growth out here, too, because these islands are rich. So let's switch this one over to the one that gives us growth as well. We're going to need to recruit troops here. Again, this is going to eat up a pretty good chunk of our money, but we need this. We need it bad. So I'm going to go ahead and just spend the money to recruit up what we need here. We can't leave ourselves completely undefended. We get lots of the levies because they can kill stuff pretty quick with javelins. So, yeah, we need the armies. It's going to cut into our income, but should help us in the long run. Let's take a look at whether or not we can sideswipe the Gaetulians here. I think we could. It's going to be a little dangerous because I have to leave my territory momentarily. Ooh, we can get a mercenary camel warrior. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Let's just take the hurlers just because. Let's take these guys. And we will take desert attrition once we get to that point. But let's move up to like right here and see what happens. Because if we can make a run on Demeti and subjugate these guys real quick, that would be absolutely awesome. We'll try that on the next turn, and I'll let you know what happens. I am going to sign off for now because I'm out of time. Hope you all enjoyed it. HeirofCarthage, signing out.